Hello everyone and welcome back to Cities by Steven. You're talking to Steven. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, please hit the subscribe button, get that bell notification on so you don't miss out on the next episode of Brockton County in Ontario themed city. And make sure to hit the like button. The like button helps the channel a lot. It's always funny that every time we do this, there's always like an outside connections view. It looks really ugly. I'm trying to show off the city. Oh, back to back. Look at that. Anyways, look at all the people running on the highway. Oh, that's so funny. Anyway, so last episode, we kind of didn't get to everything we wanted. Oh, there's my little traffic cheat, which I've explained before in traffic videos. So check out my Friday traffic videos if you want to kind of see my little traffic cheats like that. But yeah, it seems like every episode there's one of a view like that. Last episode we started to build like a grand park in the city, and I think it'll be a great location. It's kind of where the rivers converge to, which I think is a great use of the space. You know, there's lots of flooding that happens, seasonal flooding. So, you know, having a park at a location where there's lots of seasonal flooding isn't the worst idea, because, you know, we kind of made like half park, half nature reserve. I haven't built along the water yet, and it does save some. Hey, look at that! There's a pillar in the road. Okay, we'll have to fix that wherever that is. That's so funny. Anyways, so getting a lot sidetracked already. We're gonna do a residential push. That's what I'm trying to get to. You know, we got to get to 22,000 for the next milestone, which I'm really looking forward to. And you know, 4,000 people really isn't that much. But I think what I want to do is I want to build a small community over here, and then I want to build a larger residential community out over here today. Perhaps, perhaps we'll also look at building over here as well. But I think some smaller residential communities over here would be a good idea. And I know that this is kind of like cul-de-sacing this little area here. Oh, and I fixed the water, so the water flows. If we go on 3, you can see water actually flows. So that's good. There's lots of flooding over here, so we'll see if that dies down. It doesn't. Oh well. But anyways, I think we might be able to get a connection to this highway over here, which might be a good idea. Because I don't think we need all of this. I think we can kind of end it right there. So I think a simple connection over here would work wonders. So what I'm thinking of is, let's go to freeformed road here. Let's try to find where, holy moly. Anyways, let's try to find out where this kind of like meets perfectly at the whatever that word is. Right, kind of like at precipice, that's the word, of where the two sides kind of converge, because if you're merging onto a highway, you need good sight lines, right? So let's line up with that, and then we'll connect straight in right here. So let's go to straight, and let's actually do this ourselves. And then we'll go to freeform, connect up like that. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hold Alt down. Nice. And do the same thing on these little segments here. Okay. So now I want to make sure that this is actually turned around the right way. So I was on Move It there. Did not want to be on Move It for this. There we go. So we're going to have to flip around about there. I think we might be able to get a road over here as well. So let's use just our basic road right here. No, don't like that. Let's go off of this, connect up. And we're just gonna grab this and hold Alt down. There we go. All right, well. Come on, Steven, you can do this. We'll just make this as straight as can be. There we go. And you know what? We don't really need zoning on this road anyways, so we won't put zoning on that road either. All right. So I think this is a good little start to this neighborhood. We'll bring it down to about here, connect up. And I think a good opportunity for a little cul-de-sac here. But I mean, they would definitely want to use this land for development, but this is quite the highway. I think it'll be fine. I think maybe we should look at upgrading this highway to our asymmetrical highway, though, with sound barriers. Haha. There we go, since we're building a residential community. And we'll do that. We'll bring this all the way over to here. But we're going to flip it around at about that point. And let's make sure we didn't mess anything up too much. There we go. So a bit overkill on the highway here, but I think it'll be worth it in the end. So I think what any developer would do is they would eliminate these really bad vanilla trees that I just placed down randomly while I was making the map. Especially if they're right beside the sand pit there. So this wouldn't be the most desirable location to live, would it? But I think, you know, maybe the story behind this community is that it was here before they decided to dig up all this land as a sand pit. And I know that, you know, this might not be like a sand pit altogether. Maybe it's like a storage area, because I know we haven't really detailed this out to the best that we probably could. Because what we could do out over here is we could take this tool right here and just kind of do something like this. Take the smoothing tool, smooth it out. Let's actually lower it even more. And we could make it seem a bit more, but I don't know, like this wouldn't be here. This would probably be somewhere over here then. And then if we go down a bit more, and get rid of the trees. Oh, that was adding trees. Oh, geez. Okay, get out of here, trees. I know we added that one in previously, and then what we can do is we can just use our terrain painter, gravel. And there we go, it's kind of a bit more like a pit, right? And then what we can do is we can just use our forest brush, here we go, and we'll turn the strength down a lot, and we'll just kind of, let's turn it back up. All right. And let's get that fence in. Let's take like a really crappy fence. Like this one. And we'll just something like that. There we go, and then let's get like a good fence. I think we're using the oil industry fence. And we'll just get a straight one. Just to kind of block it off like that. And maybe, I don't know, I've never actually done this before. I wasn't planning on doing this today either, as you can probably tell. Let's go with a rural road and freeform. Alright, so we're down in the pit. Just like Andy Dwyer in Parks and Rec. He's in the pit. We're all in the pit. Alright, what am I doing? Holy cow. Alright, so let's see if there's anything we could really add. We could throw one of these in here. Let's turn anarchy on. I wonder if it'll actually look okay. There we go. Then we can grab, oh, no, move it, there we go. Come on, let's grab the fence there. Bring it out to there. Okay, so now this way, there's trucks down there. And it kind of makes it seem a bit more realistic in a way. I think what we can also do is we can take some of these rocks here. Add them in. Not that one, that one sucks. Let's turn anarchy on, there we go. Hey, there we go. The ore industry leveled up. Wasn't kind of surprised by that actually. So that's great. So we got the large underground ore mine, the car factory, the maintenance building, the fiberglass plant, and the ore industry storage. So I think we'll go look at adding those in momentarily. All right, so let's do this. I think that kind of works, doesn't it? Let's. The great thing about these is if you can kind of like mix them up, combine them, they look a lot more realistic. Yeah, I don't know. I think that looks good. What do you guys think? I think maybe there would probably be more of this one there. Let's turn the strength up. No, let's just do singles then. Yeah, I think right along the fence line here. There'll be lots of this. Whoa, not what I thought this was. I thought it was like a... I don't even know what I thought it was going to be. Alright, so let's try to mix it up a bit. Make it a bit nonchalant. It's not a really good one. So these are great. Alright, so yeah, I think we're not done this area, right? So I think we'll leave it at that. Anyway, so let's finish up the this little neighborhood here. So, you know, I'm trying to think here. So let's look at the topography. This is pretty flat. I know that. Population, so we got some high unemployment. Interesting. Things have been moving around apparently. Topography. Yeah, okay. Let's turn this on. And we'll just do something like that. And then I think that works. Straight road. Connect up like that. Bring this one over like so. So that's the main connection there. We'll get a road right here. Probably be enough. These roads look a bit silly. Let's go with the straight road right here. Let's turn that vision off. That's kind of annoying. All right. And I think we'll look to fill this in. So I've kind of looked at neighborhoods like this around, and I don't think they would be building houses right here, but I could see some houses being built right over in that section. And I think they would probably look at houses right there. All through here. And this is where it gets tricky when you're building along a river, because they wouldn't build it too far back. So I think the idea for this little neighborhood here is that there's not going to be many schools. This is a bit of an older community. Let's get some bigger houses right there. Yes, water. And I think houses right along to there would probably be fine. Alright, so I think the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to build a simple dirt path connection right there. And we'll get some water out this way as well. So I know that the previous water pipeline followed a different road. So to be honest, I'm not going to change it. Alright, we'll bring this out to there. And we'll look at getting some houses out this way. Yeah, pretty nice. Okay, so I think what we'll do is we'll just get like a small... Let's go with a small playground. I think this is the small playground. Oh, that's large. And what we'll do is we'll put it right in the pit, because that's where the kids should be playing, right? We'll get it probably right in here. That'll be the most logical spot for it. And now let's look at our bus route here. Whoa. So the bus comes along over here. So I think what we'll do is we'll get the bus, take a left, and we'll get it to stop right there. And on the way back, we'll also get it to stop right there. So just as a bit of a loop. I wonder if there's an area of effect. Anyways, I think that'll be fine. And we'll let that grow in, because we have a lot of demand now. 10% unemployment. So I think we need to look at adding into this industrial area. So let's see what we unlocked. So I think we unlocked the ore maintenance building. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to place 2 of them in here. So they cost $320 a week. Takes care of industrial buildings, increasing their utilization rate and reducing wastage. Each maintenance building increases the storage capacity of industrial buildings by 5%. That's pretty good. So this is I was really hoping this building was going to fit here. But it doesn't look like it will. I think over here might be fine. I definitely know that this building's going to be a bit used. Or it's going to be used better elsewhere, but I think we should have one over here anyways. Yeah, let's put it right beside this ore grinding mill. Now, one thing that this building can also be used for, maybe I'm thinking of the oil one, because this doesn't look like it. But sometimes, you know, when you're driving along like rural roads, you see like these rural fire stations that are like, I don't know. They kind of look like a fire station a bit, but I think it's the oil one that kind of looks a bit more like a fire station. We'll see when we get there. Anyway, so let's go over here and we'll add one over in this section too. So this is right beside the barracks. This is for the trucks. I don't think it would be the worst idea to get it there, but let's move on for now. So we got the large underground ore mine. So I think this is going to be a good opportunity to start our new little section here. So let's place that down like that. Then we'll get our small ore mine to place down right beside it. Perfect. And then we'll do our usual trick. How much did that cost per week? 80. Okay, good. Because I saw this number just dropped drastically as soon as I placed it. All right. I had a mini heart attack. All right, so let's just level it out like we always do. So you level out the terrain so the hitboxes don't show. And then you come back with a bit of a bigger brush. Oops. Look at this hitbox is huge for this. Let's back it up. There we go. Holy moly. All right. Barely looks like an underground ore mine now. Let's see if we can kind of use some rocks to blend it in. Don't really like this one here. We'll go back to some of these surface ones. I think it looks better. I don't know about great, but I mean, it looks great. We are the best city builders on the planet. All right, so let's bring some water into here, and let's get our fence. So I think what we'll do is we'll just do something simple like this. Let's turn. You know what? We'll leave it. All right. So we also unlocked the fiberglass plant, I believe. Yep. And then we also got this building, the ore industry storage. So that's too good of a spot not to place it there. And the fiberglass plant, which is actually smaller footprint than the glass plant. So here's what I'm thinking. We get rid of this one. Yeah. So I like the look of this one here. I think what we need is we need some industry buildings in this section, but I don't want to do that. Oops. Right now. So let's go back to industry, fiberglass plant. Can work like that. I mean, I don't know, but right behind this one, very close to the highway, I think this would be a bit more. We don't really have anything over here yet. Ah, the rotary kiln, we don't have that one yet. Okay, so we need to really look at planning this out a bit. So let's get the rotary kiln in. I know we were planning on placing it over here anyways. And maybe the fiberglass plant will look good beside it. Let's do that. kind of hiding the fiberglass plant in this case. I think the rotary kiln should be somewhere else. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to move this over here for now. And we're going to take the rotary kiln and we're going to place it right here. Okay. And then now we're going to delete what we just placed. We're going to take the fiberglass plant. Oh, I did like it over there. We're going to place it right here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take our road and we're going to make that connection. And let's see. This is the halfway point. I think what we'll do is we will use this fiberglass plant as a marker for the road. Let's see, this is glass empty, perfect, so there is bits stored. This is metal empty, but we're not using any, so that's why it is over here. So I'll place that over here for now, actually. And, you know, this fiberglass plant makes 7,800 units. This one only makes just under 4,000, so it's quite the jump. Alright, so this is hecka busy, isn't it? But that's good. Alright, so that got us to 845 possible workers. I mean, it's technically enough, but I think we can do a bit more because we didn't get this in here. So this is for the trucks. I guess this would actually be a good spot because the workers probably need to hop in the trucks in the morning, right? Yeah. Alright, and then what we're going to do is we're just going to upgrade this highway. So this is our national road. We're going to upgrade it to the one with sound barriers. And then we're going to upgrade this one to the one with sound barriers. Okay. Very nice. Let's get a couple trees in here. So, see these open spaces? They're going to be filled with industry eventually, but I want to get some more communities in here before we get going on that. So, this neighborhood is going to be its own district. Well, not its own district. I'm going to combine it with another one. Let's get rid of that. Shave it off like this, like so. Dean Square. Not the best name. And Dean Square is going to extend over here. We're going to go underneath the highway here and into a community over here. But I don't think we have time today. I think what we'll do is we'll try to get this community in here. Now, I'm not sure exactly what we're going to do over here. Perhaps we can add in something else. But let's get everything else sorted out here. So let's grab this. I think it can just be that type of road. And we're going to make it an elevated road. That's already elevated. Nice. I think what we have to do is we're just going to grab this whole bridge section, including this. And this is pretty low, so I'm just going to raise it up. Oh. Grab this as well. First of all, get it to that height. And now we're just going to raise it up. Yeah, just, you know, ever so slightly. Ooh. Okay, maybe not over there so much. Because everything's exponential, right? Do one thing, affects everything else. All right, so let's, I don't think that's exponential. What am I saying? All right, so let's do this. Oh, come on, ground level. Ground level. And then we're just going to just do that. And then we are going to lower these two. I'm going to actually grab this one, scooch it over. Okay, grab both of them and lower it down. I think that's low enough. And then, thank you very much. And then we're going to, right to there, we're going to make it a slope. This is just a residential pass, so I'm actually just going to raise it all up. I guess this one didn't need to be raised up, but and then we'll raise this one up ever so slightly. All right, and let's see how we will connect up with this. So right now we're using a 4U industrial road. Did I pass it? Wasn't on the right section. There we go. And what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to extend it all the way down. And, you know, I think this might actually be a good bridge, but I'm going to leave it for now because I want to know what we're going to be building over here, because the whole point of this map is it's an extremely buildable area, and I'm thinking suburbs. Because I'm thinking downtown right through here, and we got the rail line through here. It's going to be really tricky. But I think it's going to be worth it. Alright, so then we're going to take our freeformed road again. And we're just going to kind of follow the coast. We're going to connect up just like that. Alright, so now that we are done with that, we're going to grab move it here. And just 3 nodes, I'm going to do slope objects. All right, so I think a key might be necessary here. But we will get to that when we get to it. Yeah, because this is interesting. Oh, look, there's a lamp coming through this road. Let's bring that one up to the same height, and we'll readjust everything else accordingly. Oh no, undo. Okay, we'll do that. And we'll come down to here, and we'll do slope objects. We'll go into node controller, and we'll say slope the node, and then we'll say thank you very much, and we'll do it again. Slope the node. Okay, I'm actually going to square that node too. Yeah, this works. Dean Square. Riverside. All right, thank you for the name suggestion. I believe it was David. If it wasn't, I apologize. Okay, let's just take our forest brush. We're gonna fill in these little gaps here. And also this forest brush will help us hide. That's too far. Help us hide a bit of this wonkiness over here. All right, and then I think what we can do is we can get some housing right through here. You know what? We're already building over there anyways. And then we'll do that. Okay, and then I'm thinking commercial right along here. So again, we're gonna take that back just a slight bit. And we'll do commercial here as well. Yeah, I think that'll be good. So this is getting busier. So what I'm thinking is we are going to upgrade this road to that. All right, and I'm gonna leave the light for now, because I'm trying to use the vanilla traffic lights more. And I think it kind of works in this situation. All right, so last thing for the episode, I'm just gonna add in a couple pathways here. So we're just gonna do that, and like so. And I think we're just gonna mirror it over there just for funsies. And then we'll connect up over there. I think that'll kind of give it a bit of a different vibe. Let's go with a line. It's a lot of trees. Very dense forest. All right, and do that. Okay. Well, I think it worked out pretty nicely today. Do like Riverside. It's got a little park. Not much else going on over here. I suspect that a majority of the people live in this neighborhood commute. All right, so let's just, we're gonna need to extend it out a bit with the leveling tool to kind of get rid of these little bumps. Come back with, come back with the smoothing tool. All right, so I did see that police icon pop up, and I suspect that that is because our health coverage and our police coverage are not so great out here. So I think that's something we're gonna have to look at in the future, because we kind of run out of things to do for today's episode, because it's pretty late in the episode. Hey, look at that, level 5. So now we can look at adding these in the future, or we can just do it now, because probably the title of this episode now is building level 5 ore, and we might as well just finish it off. Okay, so we got this. This is probably best over here. I think I'm gonna save it, like save the detailing of this for another time. So we got that in place here. Yeah, because this thing would technically swing around, right? And this would be like grinding up a bunch of land. So let's see, it would swing out like this. And then it'd swing out like that. Okay. Don't know why that bump is there. So let's also do our little trick here with this little landing here. And I think what we'll do is we'll just throw down this fence right here like that. And we'll bring it out a bit too. Okay, and then we'll get our gravel. Well, let's actually get rid of these trees. Okay, well, that was quite drastic, wasn't it? All right, and we'll get our gravel again. And what we're going to do is we're just going to take some of these rocks again, and we'll place them along the edge of the gravel. Kind of mix up the rock type too. And thinking some of these. It'll help out bunch, I hope. Kind of covering up the look of this. Especially over here. Let's just click it in, you know? We'll get maybe a couple rocks over here, maybe like a couple freestanding rocks. Help fill in the space a bit. Let's change up the rock type. A couple of glacial erratics. And yeah, I think that's pretty cool. A bit longer of an episode today. Hope you don't mind. Hope that should work. And yeah, you know, I think there should probably be a gravel connection between these two. Let's turn that off. Very small brush. And we'll turn this down. Get rid of those trees. And I think we get another one of these bad boys. Okay, well, hopefully the water goes away. There we go. So we got that in place, and I know there's just so much open space over here that there's something we can do with it eventually. But what am I doing? Holy cow, there we go. This is the last item we have, the raw mineral storage. And, you know, these things, anyway, so this is what I was kind of hoping for over here, is this looks exactly like something you'd see that stores salt in the winter, right? So maybe instead of this, let's move this over here. Maybe we can just delete it. There we go. And then we get this in place instead. Yeah, like this genuinely looks like those things you see that store salt for the roadways. Anyways, we can get a couple buildings in here too, which could be good. So I'll leave the detailing of this area once we kind of fill in this section. But I think we did a pretty good job today, folks. Let's take a quick look at Maple Quarry. We're not importing anything. We are making a small profit. Well, upkeep. I think this is combined. It's the profit, right? So we're making a small profit, but I think ideally all of our glass is going into production right now, which is great. But ideally we need to do something with the metal we're producing, because we're producing a ton of metal. And I think that'll be something we'll look at doing maybe this week, hopefully this week. Anyways, without further ado, everyone, catch you next time. Oh, what am I doing? There we go. Try to find a cool little view. There we go. Peace out.